When y'all see us on stage weighing in, y'all have no idea what really just happened that day, do you? I mean, ESPN can't bring that to the forefront, can they? Take me 3 minutes. I'm going to show you how my world is all jacked up. What you see on TV and what you see on the hunt show looks good, but it's not that good. Let me set the scene. It's Lake Hamilton, Arkansas. You got to make the top 50 to make the Bassmasters Classic. I'm in 51st place. We go to Lake Hamilton, Arkansas. I have got to stay inside the top 50. I've got to catch them. I don't know if y'all have ever been to Lake Hamilton. There's 11 fish in there. Once you catch them, you got to return them back in and catch them again. It's a very, very tough fishery. Very. Day one, I go out and I bag myself 10 pounds. This is a solid catch for this lake. I'm in pretty good shape. I'm in 25th place, which moves me inside the classic cut, and everything's looking good. Day two, well, getting into day two, I go back to the room that night, and that's back before, you know, that's back, well, I've always been kind of a tight butt. I don't really stay in most elaborate places, do y'all? I got a theory that you can't gross me out in the hotel. I've stayed in places where the bathroom towel stick to my feet when you're in the shower. I don't care. You ain't gonna run me out, son. I'm tough. I get in there with them. I'll fight roaches all night. I carry a pistol. I'll shoot at one. I've had rats I've had to draw beads down on, son. I'll stay in some rough places. I'm staying at a place in Hamilton, Arkansas called Pam's Last Resort. Still there today, folks. I'm laying on the bed and my toes can touch the commode. It's that small. It's a little one-room shanty. Good price. Great boat parking. About $300 for the week. Well, I'm sponsored by Sitco at the time, and they took me out to this nice place to eat. I'm a redneck. I was raised on a farm. I eat deer, I eat cow, I eat chickens, and little vegetables. I don't eat all this foo-foo stuff. Well, after fishing on day one and I'm starving to death, I went to this foo-foo restaurant and they start bringing it out. Well, my appetite is taking over and I'm just shoveling me some stuff down. I have no idea what it is. I'm just filling up on it. Well, I get back to Pam's Last Resort that night and I settle down in the bed getting ready for the day two because I need to make the classic. And about 2 in the morning, it started thundering and lightning, son, and I'm not talking about outside. I'm talking about all up in here. I'm talking about a storm was brewing, like one you read about in biblical terms, like Noah's Ark storm. And I mean, it's firing off lightning, and I'm jumping around in there, and I'm thinking, so between 2 and 4, I've completed 3 whole rolls of toilet paper. I can't get up off the king's throne to get dressed. But in my mind, I have got to make the Bassmasters Classic. It's about a $20,000 bonus in my career at that time just to qualify for the Classic. So I'm trying to mind the gate and wash the cows and get dressed and get in the boat because I'm going to make this classic. Now I'm telling you, when I've been sick, but that's the sickest I've ever been. I couldn't move. You couldn't close your eyes. Well, I leave that hotel. I psych myself up, run, hook the boat up, jump in the truck, and I'm headed to the boat ramp. There's a Regions Bank in Hamilton, Arkansas that in a flower bed on the left side of the building. The maintenance man is probably still confused about what happened. Because I caught myself in a pickle, Dick. I mean, I had nowhere to go. I'm from a redneck. There's some flowers. I'm here. I'm just there. You know, I ain't got no choice. You know, it's 2 things that's going to happen, and neither one of them need to be right here with me. I'm going to go out here. Well, I get to the boat ramp, and when I left the tournament that second day, going into the second day, Trip Weldon told me, he said, you don't have a partner yet. I'll have your partner here in the morning. I pull up and find Trip. As soon as I leave the little blue chicken coop out there on the side of the road, I run down there and find Trip. And I said, Trip, I'm here to get my partner. I'm really sick. He said, her name is Mary. I said, good gracious almighty. I'm talking about I got chickens flying around in here and I can't move. And I sit out there in that Triton boat, son, I'm holding that steering wheel before blast off. And y'all ever got that stiff arm where you lock both elbows out? You know, when you eat the Chinese buffet and try to drive home, you done got, oh, good. I'm airing that blast off. They call that like boat 71. Me and that Mercury's bouncing down like, coon, coon, coon. Every time, oh, Lord, something gonna break loose. And Miss Mary don't have a clue. She's got her camera. She's been dreaming about this. She said, I've wanted to fish with you forever. It's gonna be the best day. I hear you so funny. Can't wait. And I'm thinking, girl, you have no idea. You have no idea what is going on in my mind, and on the other end of my mind, I am tore up. And I'm catching schooling fish in a pocket. And it's just slick as glass when I pull in this pocket. It's quiet. One of them May mornings, you can hear a rat walking through a field 50 yards away with shoes on, son. It is quiet. There ain't a sound. And she's sitting there with that 35mm camera. She's sitting right behind me waiting for me to catch one. And these fish only school about an hour in the morning, then they go down. And once they go down, you can't catch them. I don't care if you Chris Angel or Houdini, they don't bite. You can leave, you can blow them up, they ain't gonna bite. And I know that. When I get up, you know, this thing is rolling. I said, oh, God. So I jump up there and I put that trolling motor down and I'm throwing them fish at schooling and I'm throwing over here, and every now and then when that pain hit real bad, you know, you have to walk them off where it gets, I said, oh, Lord, I get like I'm going to change rods a little bit. Oh, I got through that one right there, and I'm throwing that bait around. And I ain't been in this thing 10 minutes, and they starting to really come up schooling. And they come up just about one of them 70-yard casts for a gunfish 115. And when I see them start getting up there tromping around on the water, I slipped down there and grabbed that gunfish 115, about 10, 12 inches line out, and I drew that thing back. And I'm talking about, I'm coming now. I'm bringing it, because they way out there. And I get right here, and I'm talking about, I got every muscle in my head. And I said, son, let me tell y'all a little secret. When you throw that hard and you relax, hello. Son, I let that bait go, and it's sailing like a missile. And I relaxed, it just said, I said, oh, and she's right here with this 35mm camera. She's like right here in my booty, like this. I said, oh, Jesus. Hey, the bait hit the water and just skipped. I didn't even work it. They jumping all over it. I just start reeling the bait straight in. Looked like one of them old Seville swim baits, just nothing coming through the water. I just reeled it right in. She ain't said a word now. And this sounded like rocks in a 5-gallon bucket. So we both know we're at this position in our life. I just reeled the rod in. I set it down on the front deck, and I turned and looked at this lady as well as I could, as polite as I could. I said, Miss Mary, I crapped my pants. And she said, without missing a beat, she said, son, are you sure? I said, ma'am, I am real sure that I have crapped my drawers. Dead serious. And I ain't talking about a little bit, I'm talking about embarrassing. And it's so bad that I can't even get down in that Triton and crank that Mercury up. I don't want to get down and sit down. There's a big fight that went on back here. So I put a life jacket on, you know, I'm mad, embarrassed. I got my knee up on the seat. I'm idling over here. If you ever go to Lake Hamilton, Arkansas, there's a house like every 4 inches in their mansions. They ain't nowhere to go. I find me one pine tree with some pretty rose bushes around it, out just right on the edge of the water out front of about a $3-4 million mansion. I'm a redneck now. Any port in a storm, them roses looking pretty good at this time. I just took that Triton and I idled up on the mic. Chug. I got up there, I said, I'll be back, Miss Mary. I come back to the boat, and I'm embarrassed. I mean, the fish done quit schooling. I done doo-dooed in my britches. Miss Mary's embarrassed. She said, well, if you don't mind, Gerald, one way over here on the bank, do you mind if I go? I said, not in them bushes you ain't. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now. Find you somewhere else. When they come down, they're going to think Sasquatch is living in Hamilton, Arkansas, and he wearing a pair of loose leg boxers. I'm going to go ahead and tell you. I get back out that day and I go on to catch myself 10 pounds. I end up making a Bassmasters Classic. That's a good day, but it's so funny because when I weighed in that day, that's when Fisher was still with us. And Fish leans over, he puts his arm around me on stage. He said, Gerald, tell us a little bit about your day out there on the water today. I'm just sitting there looking at all y'all on TV. I'm like, well, I poo-pooed my britches. I don't want nobody looking. I had to go. You know, I said, I want to say, I ain't got no drawers on. I can tell you that. I caught 10 pounds. I made a classic, but I ain't got no drawers on. So if you ever really want to know what our world's like, there's a whole lot of that behind the scenes that'll never be out on TV. And people say, man, I can't believe that y'all do that stuff. I said, hey, man, I'm just like you guys. I mean, I live an everyday life, and I'm out there fighting to make a dollar, and stuff happens. And I'll just be honest with you, I may make a lot of smart aleck remarks, and people say, man, he just old redneck that's just too smart. And I make a lot of fun of myself. First person on my priority list when it comes to making fun of somebody is me, because I do some dumb stuff. I do some stuff so dumb, I just had to write a book about it one time. So that's just kind of how our life is. I just want to share a little bit of insight of that. And then, you know, I know what y'all saying. That man just told a story about poo-poo in his pants. He want to share the inside. Just letting y'all know I'm me. Y'all come to the Classic at Gunnersville. Y'all ever see me go up on an island? I'm not looking for shells. Don't mark that on your GPS. I promise you. I'm just up there doing a little nature exploring.